we were traveling mountains just to find the loudest seas. We said down by the fire, knowing
Hello everybody, it is me, Mr. Vince, and I hope you all have an amazing day today. And that's right guys, we finally got our hands on the brand new Jailbreak Spring 2023 update. Today I'm going to cover almost everything that was added as part of Season 14, as well as some of the content that was added as part of the February update. And I also want to note that this update is slightly smaller than what we have expected, because most of the content that was supposed to release as part of February's update has been delayed to March. That means we are going to get a very big update in March, most likely. So, without wasting more time, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. So right off the bat, you might notice that we got a brand new spring map, and honestly, this is really cool. So I'm going to go ahead and spawn myself the beam. I haven't used this car in a while, so I'm going to go ahead and drive around. And honestly, this map is really nice. Now the thing is, I have the grip to check out this map, and I think this map is spectacular. I mean, we got the orange ambient, and we also got the blue skybox, which is extraordinary. This is a very good map. Asimo did a really good job making this map, and with some minor tweaks, this map definitely is a huge improvement to the winter map. Then again, this is not the best map, but it is way better than most of the other maps we got recently. Honestly, this is just really good. I'll give this a 9 out of 10. It's not certainly the best, but it's definitely way better than the winter map. This map is just great. If you remember playing OG Jailbreak, you'll probably remember the orange ambient, and I'm so glad it is back, and I'm just so happy that it is back. We also got the soccer ball, which is over here. Yep, the soccer ball has came back. The snowball is gone, so you can now play with an actual soccer ball, which is great. Now it's time to talk about Season 14. Season 14, as promised by Asimo, has released to Jailbreak's February update. And as you can see, this is the Season 14 Hype Zone, and this is also the brand new Proto 08 race car created by Speed Queen. And the Season 14 Hype Zone is not as good as Season 13's, but it's certainly not the worst. I mean, it's pretty good, I must admit. Unfortunately, we didn't get anything animated up there, unlike Seasons 12 and 13, but that's okay. I mean, this one is not the worst I've seen. I mean, it's a little bit better than some of the others, including Season 9, but this one just kinda has the same design and layout as Season 13's. So let's actually take a look at the rewards, shall we? So the rewards are pretty cool. We got the champion tires, the basketball rims, the football texture for your vehicles, the foosball table, the do you lift wing spoiler, the 4 rims, the basketball arcade furniture item, the endurance wing, the Proto 08 race car, and the champion horn as part of the top 2% reward. So that's cool. Now we do have about 51 days until Season 14 ends, which means we have almost 2 months to complete the season. I must admit, this lighting is really good. This reminds me of 2019 Jailbreak, just with new materials and a slightly better layout. It's just absolutely insane. Now if anyone is curious, rain has returned this update, which means instead of being snow, it's going to be rain, and the clouds turn to an ordinary gray color instead of an orangish color. So as you can see, we got actual rain back instead of snow, because winter is over, which means we will not have any more snow, which is awesome. So yeah, back into my beam I go. I'm actually going to explain some changes that were made in this update. So for example, regular Chrome and Fall Chrome do look a little bit different because of the brand new skybox. And honestly, the skybox is really cool. A couple of improvements with the shorelines has also been introduced. The new shorelines beta has not released, but this has to be a pretty big improvement. We did get a miscellaneous update last update, which also kind of improved shorelines, but yeah. Another change that was made was probably made last update as well, but there was a slight change regarding the rails at the city. So these rails can now be destroyed once again, so it is much easier to get across from these rails. And honestly, that's good. And we got this nice little pathway, but then again, you can just destroy the rails with your vehicles, so there's probably no point in just walking through the pathway. But that's a good change, honestly. I can't really name the changes in this update because we didn't really get much information regarding the changes, but we did get a couple of exploit patches, which means that some exploits have been fixed, but sadly not all of them have been fixed, which is fine by all means. Hopefully they do get fixed next update as well. Alright, so there is a brand new code that was added in this update as well, and that code is Spring 23. So this is the code. I already redeemed it, but when you do redeem it, you will be able to get 12,500 cash. However, you only have a few days to redeem the code, and after a few days, the code will expire. So since I already redeemed it, I already got my cash, so I don't have to redeem it again. And honestly, that is a pretty good code. Alright, so with this new lighting added in the update, there are a few minor changes with some map features. So some of the roads may look a little bit better, and yeah. So what else do we got in this update? Well, not much. We haven't got any new vehicles aside from the new season vehicle called the Proto 08. We didn't get any new exclusive items or limited items. So because this update is pretty small, we didn't really get much. Nighttime in this update is actually a little bit better because, well, if you notice, nighttime is much darker now. So when it does turn night, the clouds will turn white and there will be black fog this update. If you remember playing OG Jailbreak, you might remember that nighttime is very dark. This nighttime is not as dark, but it's not horrible either. It is still easy to see depending on the brightness, but honestly, nighttime is still way too bright. But then again, it kind of makes sense, I must admit. I wish nighttime was darker though, but yeah. The mountains have also been updated, so they are now covered in grass instead of glacier. So yeah, that's good. I mean, the developers definitely focused on the map more this update because they pretty much only added 2 new things. And the rest of the content will most likely be added in March. So, yeah. Now, for those who are a little bit curious about the champion tires, the champion tires are here, and this is what they look like. And honestly, they look really, really good. But now, it's time to head on to trading. Alright guys, so after some time, I finally made it inside of trading with one of my friends here. And currently, there is actually a bug in the game where all of the Season 14 prizes, pretty much, will not balance anything. That means, I think, most of the Season 14 rewards are worth nothing. Yep, they're worth nothing, literally. Like, you could put a pair of champion tires in there, and guess what? They won't balance anything.
Bruh.
And I'm not kidding. This video isn't even edited. It's actually legit. But if you notice, the champion tires does not balance with anything. Like, if I add in green, it would say, unbalanced, your side is too low.
Wow.
That's crazy. Yeah, apparently a pair of champion tires is not even equal to a color. And I think that is surprising because the only way to trade them is to balance with anything that is over 0 cash. So you can add in a green color. So I'm going to find a green color. And if I add it in, it's balanced. Like, it doesn't matter how much value something is. If both are balanced already, then if you add enough champion tires, you can balance the entire trade. So this is just a little bug that was found, unfortunately. It's probably because Asimo and Bad CC forgot to add in the values for all the Season 14 prizes. So, like I said earlier in the video, the only way to get the Season 14 rewards to your other accounts is to add in something that would balance with another thing. So you can add in a pair of champion tires and a snake, and then the other guy can add something like an air tail or a snake. And that will probably balance, and you will be able to get yourself another pair of champion tires. And that was how I was able to get 9 champion tires. 1 for myself and the other 8 from trading. And most of them were from my old accounts because most of them are going to be grinding Season 14. So yeah, but that is pretty much it for this video. The lighting in trading has stayed exactly the same. The only difference, however, is that it will rain instead of snow. So trading sadly did not get lighting changes, so it still looks bluish, but it's fine. If you guys have enjoyed, please feel free to leave a like, please feel free to subscribe as well, and please feel free to leave your thoughts down below on this update. Do you think this update is good or bad? Please feel free to let me know. As always though, my name is Mr. Vince. I hope you all have an amazing day today, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
We were traveling the mountains just to find